Teeth in the tongue, the tip of the lips. Teeth in the tongue, the tip of the lips.
I don't like that.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Few Dramatic Men podcast. If you haven't already, go ahead and check out our Twitter page and follow us. We also have a Facebook page, and if you go ahead and give that a like and check us out. And if you haven't, leave us a review on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you find us at. And let's go ahead and kick this off. We got Caden and Mason here, usual suspects.
What up?
What's up?
So who's firing away? I know we got a lot of content. We got a lot of ideas.
We've been talking all day about it. Well, you want to keep it up and talk about what we wanted to talk about?
We can save it for later.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Let's save it for the middle.
Yeah.
I got something.
Yeah.
It's actually not basketball or football related.
Oh, dang.
Impressive.
Stepping out of the sports comfort zone.
Actually, I mean it's about soccer.
Okay, that's good.
Cool.
It's about Cristiano Ronaldo.
I'm interested.
Juventus.
Yes. Apparently, see, this is where like social media can really, and especially Twitter, can really get you in trouble.
Right.
Because so I'm scrolling through my Twitter, and then I see, Cristiano Ronaldo is being accused of rape. Have y'all seen that?
He got me too.
I haven't heard anything about it, but I mean, this isn't the first time, if you believe it or not.
Yeah. So it's actually from the one 9 years ago.
Oh,
It just came up, and
Jamie's Winston all over again.
But all you like when you're scrolling through it, they don't tell you that it happened 9 years ago.
No, of course
Right.
it's
No,
now.
no.
Yeah, it's like it happened just now.
Immediately, like
So
it happened
the-
like last
So
night.
the reason that it came back up was I guess a hacker got in to like some database with the case files were being held,
Yeah.
and switched up some stuff and then released it, and then it was saying that like Cristiano Ronaldo admitted to having sex with her without with her saying without her giving
consent?
consent,
Okay.
and then apologizing after they had sex. So then, but it was just like it was a total hack. But then
Oh, so none of that was
It-
technically real?
no,
I mean, it was
like,
all...
he never said any of that stuff.
So he
Okay.
editorialized the documents.
Oh, man.
yeah, the
Okay.
hacker did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. And then, but like all you see on Twitter is Cristiano Ronaldo
Documents released says he raped a girl.
admits to rape, and I'm like,
Damn.
I was like, oh my god. So instead of clicking on like the link that it gives you on Twitter,
Mhm.
I went and looked it up, and it was that's how I got all the other information, because that's definitely what you should do when you hear stuff like that.
God, that just,
Yeah, don't click on this article because that's exactly what they want you to do. So that,
Mhm.
but I don't know, that-
dude, I hate that. I hate that so much.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not like, oh, everybody who got raped is like they're the problem. Like that's just extreme. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, why is it that now, like every dude is just in the firing line of possibly getting nailed for something like this?
Yeah.
That's
I don't know.
terrifying.
like my first instance is to always believe the girl because you don't want to be the guy that doesn't believe it and then it actually be true. You know.
And also like you don't want to think that someone's lying about
No.
being raped. you
No,
know?
you always want to
Wait,
give
and
them the
that's-
benefit of the doubt.
I want to clear
Yeah.
it up real quick. She is still like pursuing it, but everything that has been said about it is like it's been filed and documented.
Or dramatized.
So there's nothing actually that's new.
Nothing has happened.
Somebody
since.
just made it
I
popular.
think she's filing another
Another motion.
another lawsuit, but as of right now, nothing has changed. to
I
my
mean, it's kind of
knowledge.
in the methods of biology. I hate to get all like scientific on
Oh,
y'all, but like
God.
once you, I know, fuck me, right? If you say something, and you're like you mess around with the documents and everything, it like and it admits that you did something wrong with it. Your credibility is like completely out the door. And with that being said, like no matter how much the girl like wants everything to know that it's true, like the editor kind of fucked it up for her.
Mm-hmm.
Now everyone's thinking like, well, dude, this is completely faked. It
Yeah.
might not be fake, but I mean, the editor really fucked it up for her because
like you saying whoever hacked in.
yeah, whoever hacked in
Yeah.
the system really like messed with the situation because now everyone is going to believe, or not. I don't know about everyone.
Well, it like
but-
misconstrued like their
the common man's going to think that all of this is made up, which in reality, it was just like
You don't know.
hacked with.
Nobody
and
knows
no one-
the truth.
Right.
And think about how many people like see something like that on Twitter or Facebook, and then don't go and like do their own research.
Yeah,
They-
go
they see
immediately to
stuff.
the article.
They say, "Oh, Cristiano Ronaldo raped somebody." All right.
Yeah.
Oh, and
now
this
he's a
girl
raper.
put 4 popsicles in her mouth. Like that's like
yeah.
they just skip it. They just have taken in face value information that could be wrong or right.
And then they go tell somebody
then-
that Cristiano Ronaldo raped somebody.
And they're like, "Oh yeah, I heard about that. He raped somebody." And you're like, "Oh, no, you don't know."
That is pretty sad.
The other scary part about that is that a lot of those websites that like generate those tweets or they have those like links attached to them
Yeah.
to other stuff. Those are just generated by bots. So like
Yeah, it might not even be a
it's-
real person.
Most of the time, it's not.
Yeah.
Like I haven't done like a ton of research on it, but we were talking about it in class one day, and like a lot of the just like bullshit websites that are out there or links
It's
that
an
are out
entire
there
industry.
are totally just like someone put in a code and then that code spit out and then like that code made a whole website based on like like algorithms, like things that are seen,
Right, yeah.
whatever.
I don't know if it's in like Ukraine or
I think I know what you're talking about.
we watched that video.
That video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a whole industry in like Ukraine of these people who make up
Fake news.
really like inflammatory news and then they just push it out into social media in the United States and people eat it up. So it runs a bunch of people through their website and then they make ad revenue off of it.
Yeah,
So it's insane.
Mhm.
I know, it's so
Yeah,
crazy.
they did a whole documentary on it, and they were like saying, "Oh, do y'all think this is wrong?" And they were like, "Nah, it's money making. Just it's fun, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of whack, but
Money is the root of all evil.
and it's the life, it's the world that we live in today. So
It is.
it's nothing that we can
It's all
really
over
do
the
about
place.
it. I think now we just need to be more cautious on what we see in the internet. And I mean, I'm not trying to like have like a strike for action or something. And be like, hey, make sure you go online and. But I mean,
Just do your research.
do your
don't
research.
and don't believe
Hey,
everything you see online.
hey,
But
just do your research.
that should go without saying, though, right?
Yeah.
if
So
you
I
see
guess
something that says
not.
like, "Hey, Mason's dick is small," like you should probably do your research
Or
I don't
just-
know. You
or
can
just
take that for
believe
face
it.
value,
or take it. But yeah,
Or just ask
Fair
me
enough.
because, you know.
because you've seen it all the time. Y'all
Hey.
share a bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Giggity.
So kind of pivoting on that, sticking with the Twitter news, though. GQ put out a tweet and a little article that said, "Boot cut jeans are back, baby."
Damn, that's tragic.
I'm in.
I'm not with it. I'm not hopping on that one.
You know, since I wear that literally every day, I knew the style would come back. So I've just been ahead for
Currently,
10 years.
Mason is in basketball shorts and a t-shirt. I'm wearing a hoodie and a joggers.
and I'm ready to go
And-
hunting as usual.
Joey has on like, what do you call those?
These are my Twisted X's.
Twisted X's, man.
Twisted X's. They're like boot
$106.
I
He looks fully dressed to like go grocery shopping or something. He has his Wranglers on. Are those Wranglers?
Yeah.
Columbia vest. He looks ready to go, and that's how he always looks. Too.
Yeah, I was about to say there's something that you got to know about Joey is that
he's
he's never dressed like
It's
not dressed.
It's
you know,
to the point where when he's in his those baggy ass sweats that he wears,
Mhm.
you look really funny just because I don't see you. In that,
It's just
in that
so
type of
foreign.
clothing.
Well, that's just when you know he's not coming out of the house.
Oh yeah, when
like, he
Joey
is
put
not.
when you put those on, it's done.
I
You
considered
are-
putting those on, but like I was at work, I was like, you know what? I'm like, maybe I'll actually throw my sweatpants on for this podcast, so I can be like super comfortable because I don't really plan on leaving after this. But on a different, like on kind of on that same note, the only reason why I wear boots, Wranglers, like I'm always like I have everything that's ready to go, and that's my style, and it never changes.
just in case
It's
the
'cause-
apocalypse
Is
happens.
it's super simple. I have everything I need, and I'm never like underprepared to go do whatever I need to do.
It's practicality.
It's super practical,
just
and I never have
practicality.
to think about it. I have jeans that I rotate. I have boots that I rotate. And I have shirts, and they rotate. Everything's very linear. It works. I spend very little time in the morning getting ready.
I'm glad.
Glad it works for you.
Yeah,
man.
I couldn't do it. I can't wear
The thing
jeans
is,
that
the
long.
thing is, all I know, I gotta respect Joey for it because, dude, I walk out looking like a straight goon sometimes going to class and
Same.
going to work. Like there are times I'm just like, I do not give a shit about how I look.
That's like 90% of the time.
But Joey's always looking the same, and it's never like super like I don't know, super dressed up
It's
or
like a
anything,
super
but it's
get-up,
never
but it's
I
but
mean-
it's never like, oh, I look like a slum. It's always like, oh, that's a Joey look right there.
If I walk out of the house in boots, jeans, a tucked in flannel with a vest over it, I look good. Like I could honestly,
You could
if
do
I
a lot
met
of
a future
stuff.
employer, I wouldn't be embarrassed.
Weird
Yeah.
flex, but okay.
There's a lot of people on campus that like wear pajamas and like Birkenstocks.
Well, speaking-
pajama pants and Birkenstocks.
Speaking, we Joey and I were walking up to the 3rd floor in MCOM, and we were kind of having this conversation. We're like, you know what? Everyone kind of dresses the same in each college that they're like associated in. So when I was just walking up, I literally passed like 20, 30 dudes with joggers, some kind of nice like newbies,
Oh,
a hoodie,
yeah, I know
a
what you
hoodie,
mean. I know what
and
you
like I don't know, with some headphones in. And Joey's like, well, I mean, if you walked between MCOM to the sub, which is immediately when you go in between those, it's all like agriculture
It's the
stuff.
ag
He's like,
labs and aganics.
yeah. So he was like, I look like them. So what are you trying to say here? And I was like, well, now you think about it, like considering like what college you're in, I have a
Yeah,
there's
like-
a
Like
good,
in my college,
Yeah.
everybody's dressed like how I'm dressed right now.
yeah.
Just like joggers or sweats.
High school football coach.
The high school football coach
Yeah.
look.
Yeah.
I mean, come
Everybody looks like college athletes over there.
In MCOM, it's always what I just like that or whatever I just described, or like the hipster church girl / guy look, or like
What's
the I went
the
to-
skinny jeans,
I went to summer Christian camp. Look, the Chacos and
No,
fucking-
okay, well, okay, so
and Nike shorts.
I guess we can go
I
through
feel like
this.
MCOM has
There's
pretty
two,
diverse.
There's two different yeah, because you gotta express the creativity, man.
You have to
Yeah.
stand out, so
Gotta
you look
stand
exactly
out.
the same.
Yeah,
See, because like the art building, I feel like is like straight hipsters.
yeah, dude. They got the armpit hair if you're a
Oh my
woman.
God.
Oh boy.
They got the whole thing.
Oh,
But-
quick tangent. I was in Guatemala for a mission trip when I was younger,
Uh-huh.
and I think I was like eighth or ninth grade, and there's two chicks and they had dresses on and like a full like leg hair, like they hadn't shaved in like 4 or 5 months. Damn, was that you? But yeah, nah, it was
Took you by surprise a little
yeah,
bit.
it wasn't even
Caught
a
you off
culture
guard.
shock. I think they just didn't care. They had armpit hair.
It was just physical shock.
Yeah, they just didn't care.
kinda-
I never seen anything like that before.
I kind of want to see if this stereotype is true in France. If they got like
Italy.
or Italy, that they really don't shave like under their armpits and stuff. I
Oh,
don't know.
Really?
Yeah,
Like men and women?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
I don't know.
It's
But-
crazy how different cultures do stuff differently. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, to go back on there's two kinds of ways you dress in church. I feel like, or no, okay. I guess it's the young life look. I don't know. You got you got the Chacos. You got the
Mhm.
like a nice like trucker hat. And
Chacos are Christian Crocs.
like, yeah, pretty much. And then you got like the hipster Christian look, which is like you got the skinny jeans with some nice like leather boots and
Cross tattoo.
yeah, cross tattoo on your forearm or
Or
something.
like the necklace.
With always rocking the necklace.
gotta have the
Usually
necklace.
you're probably going to have some kind of long hair that's put up in a man bun.
In a do. In a
with,
do.
with some nice scruff going.
With a good old beard, like a nice thick beard.
We're totally
Are you,
profiling.
are you 100%? Mason's profiling himself like 4 months ago.
Yeah, you are.
I still dress like that.
You're
I
just
just don't put the effort
You're
in.
a cross short of being just the stereotype.
Cross short. I'm a tattoo cross short on my forearm.
I like the old look that you had. That picture that you used for the
Oh, the
yeah.
bandana.
our design. Yeah, the
Oh,
bandana
that's my
God, you look very.
that's my homeless look, I would call it.
Oh, yeah.
No, the homeless look. If
look.
you want to
The
call it
stoner
that.
look.
I guess that he is. Jeez.
Funny because I was at Young Life Camp when I took that picture.
Were you really?
Yeah. Either way. Oh well. Anyways, moving on to I guess one of my topics.
Talkicks.
Good.
That's a great way to
Episode
yeah.
4. And
Can't
Mason's
even
still
talk.
fucking up all of his words.
Shocking. And my pronouns. Can't forget about
We
the
haven't
pronouns.
done that yet, but
Not yet.
What are
we'll
they?
see.
It'll come.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll get there.
Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
You know what happened?
Is that supposed to mean something to
Did you
me?
hear about it?
Did I?
Got taken out of Madden 19.
No, he didn't.
He did.
Oh,
you serious?
shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Isn't
that's
that crazy?
I did not hear
Public
about
service announcement: do not update your rosters.
Yeah, exactly. No, but a little backtrack on the story. I don't know if any of y'all know or if y'all have heard, but like he got there was a video of him just completely pushing a girl down.
Ray Rice.
I heard
Not Ray Ricing because he
I heard-
didn't punch her in the face.
I heard it was like she was like on the floor or something, and she.
All right, did you see the video?
I haven't seen the video. Have you?
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
all over
I haven't
TMZ. I'll
I
be
haven't
honest
seen
with you.
it.
But yeah, dude, he looked plastered, and he was going off on this girl, and like everyone was all of his friends were trying to get in between them, and he just kept going at it, like trying to push her. I mean, the girl wasn't making it worse, but that's no excuse as to why he pushed her.
Like she wasn't making it like any better.
Yeah, she wasn't making it better,
Yeah.
but he like you gotta stop at one point in time, dude.
Yeah,
like you are a professional athlete making millions of dollars and one of the greatest running backs in like this
Like
in
close,
this like season.
short era.
Yeah, in this season, he was definitely the best.
Last year he led all rushers his rookie year.
Yeah, see that's insane.
I think. Don't quote me on that.
Well, anyways,
like even like not even like he's a top athlete or whatever.
Mhm.
Just like as a, I don't know, as a man, you shouldn't put your hands on a woman in any instance.
Mm-hmm.
That's
dude, Terry Bradshaw went off on him. Did
I
you hear
bet
about
he
that?
did. No, I didn't.
Oh well, he was like, at this point, like you should never put your hands on her. You should respect all women always. He should like he's saying sorry, and he should be all like this and that, and like he should get all this like attention, and he should be able to bring back to the NFL. And Terry Bradshaw was like, dude, you messed up really bad.
Mhm.
I don't feel sorry for you. You're gonna
Yeah.
pay your consequences. You're not coming back to the NFL. You will not get any money. I promise you that. Like you need
he'll
to
be back in the NFL.
like-
People have done worse things and made it back.
Ray Lewis? Question mark?
Yeah, Ray Lewis actually had a quote.
Boom.
Ray Lewis had a quote, and he was like, "There's no room in the NFL for that type of violence."
Yeah.
Except
he
for
should,
on the field.
he should never be able to come back.
Mhm.
And then someone was like, "This man."
They were like,
forgot that
whoa, back this.
He was on trial for like murder, wasn't he?
Yeah. Allegedly
Allegedly.
murdered something.
But like, still, like, if you're in that kind of conversation, who are you to talk about anything? you
Yeah,
know?
Ray Lewis definitely should have like passed that up on his Twitter feed. Just been like, "Yep, not gonna comment on that. It's not my place."
Yeah. But like, to go back, there's different situations, but people have done the same level of a bad thing or worse in the NFL,
Right.
and
yeah.
they've come back. Like Adrian Peterson,
Mhm.
when it came out that he was like beating his kid or whatever,
Oh yeah.
he came back.
Dude, I totally forgot about
Yeah.
that.
Or like anybody. What was that D lineman the Cowboys had?
Oh, not Lawrence, but I know who you're talking about.
Was it
though.
Hardy?
Yeah, no, you're Hardy,
Greg
Hardy,
Hardy?
yeah.
Yeah, I
He was
forgot
a-
what he.
He was a
did.
bad case.
Yeah, I forgot what he did, but he came back. So he's too. I hate to say it because I haven't seen the video. Was it bad?
I mean, he just looked really messed up, and the girl was yelling at him, and he just goes wham and pushes her.
See,
like,
the thing
hard.
is like the police didn't do anything about it though, right?
I don't think so. No, I don't
That's
think it was
so-
ever brought to the police.
I thought the police. This is what I thought I heard. I thought I heard that they did like an investigation on it, and that the police didn't do anything.
Well, here's the thing: is a lot of times if the person doesn't file charges, the NFL nobody can really do anything about it unless it's like a public video and gets around. So if somebody's like, "Oh, I saw insert whoever in the
Mhm.
blank hit a woman in a parking lot," and there's no video, and the woman doesn't file charges, the NFL can't and probably won't do anything because it's in their best interest not to.
Yeah, they're here for viewership as well. I mean, they're trying to get
Yeah.
money off the views.
Yeah.
So,
That's
which is
why-
if Kareem Hunt brings the views,
That's why I think that he's gonna come back. Like, I don't-
Viewership is still
Yeah.
down.
I mean,
Yeah, but
How-
that's in every sport though.
how long do you think it will happen? Do you
Like,
know?
last?
Yeah, well,
There's no telling.
no telling. Yeah,
There's no telling. Because the NFL is doing the investigation right now.
yeah,
And you saw how long it took to get Zeke's handled. So,
yeah.
oh, there's another guy, Zeke.
Oh yeah, that was
The
ridiculous.
only reason that what happened to Kareem Hunt, like how he got like kicked off the team and stuff, was because he lied.
he lied. Yeah,
That was the only reason that he was like released from the team. Otherwise, he should have been suspended, and then the NFL would have carried out their investigation and then
Yeah.
determined how many games he would have been suspended
Yeah.
for.
All right, so I
That was
got
like an internal thing.
yeah.
I got a list of things that I found on the interweb. And I'm going to read off just a few words of each one, and you guys are going to tell me what you want to hear, like, about.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, do we tell you like when to stop?
No, I'm going to run through them, and you're going to tell me what catches.
Are you just telling us like the headline and?
I'm just going to tell you, because I wrote down like a couple things about them.
All right. Yeah.
So,
Go.
so the first one is thought audit.
Like THOT.
Correct.
Okay.
Snowball fights are illegal again.
What?
Raw beef recall.
Raw beef.
Raw beef recall.
Okay.
Low key, kind of tired of recalls.
And
romaine
after
and
the
E. coli.
romaine, yeah.
And then Jerry Seinfeld on fashion.
Let me see this. Let me hear about
I want
the
the
snowball.
yeah.
The
Get
snowball.
the snowball.
All right.
Because I didn't know those were illegal. Yeah.
So
The snowball fights.
in a small town somewhere in the northern United States, snowball fights had been made illegal. And this 7-year-old kid went in front of the city and appealed it, and it went through all the legal proceedings, and he got it repealed. So now snowball fights are legal again.
A true American hero.
Wait,
Who
what?
the hell makes snowball fights illegal?
Yeah, and why?
I have no idea.
It's kind of messed up.
Yeah, what the hell?
Somebody must have got a snowball with a rock in it and busted some kid's head.
Or
open.
like the Eagles game back in the day when they brought Santa Claus out, and they were pelting Santa
yeah.
Claus
Yeah, I remember that.
on the freaking side on the car that driving around the field. They were pelting him with battery-packed snowballs and beer bottles.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Holy
That's
crap!
Philly, right?
Sounds like my
What?
elementary
Philly?
school
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah, Philly fans are no joke.
They boo their own team if they're doing bad. They're like, "You're playing like shit. Fuck you."
Sounds like my elementary school Hornet experience. People to
Dude.
start. You know what Hornets are?
Like the bug?
No, well, yeah, but there's these things that you can make with paper. You literally just like make small little pieces of paper and you wrap it up and you fold it like till it gets like kind of hard. And you bend it.
Band.
And you throw it.
Yeah.
People started putting like staples in it and like
Make them
dude,
out of tinfoil, bring them to school, fuck people up.
Yeah, dude. That's what it sounds like.
Tinfoil?
Yeah, that shit rocks your world.
That's what it sounded like.
My
was
brother
happening.
hit me with those Hornets. My God,
Yeah.
lit my world up.
Screw
I
that.
was an older brother, so I didn't have anybody to pick on me.
Well, anyways, you said they're legal again, or they're back to being illegal.
Now they're legal again.
Nice. Congrats,
kid-
kid.
Well,
Yeah, I know.
congrats to the, well, that's a true American hero then, and we
Yeah.
need to be focusing on stuff like that because
Yeah, let me see that on my TL.
yeah, come on.
Childhood violence is now back in America.
That's what I'm talking
Yes.
about.
I mean,
I've seen one time it snowed really bad like a while ago, like back in Dallas, and
the winter of 2014.
it was junior high.
Oh, dude, I remember that. We got out of class and we got to go have a massive snowball
Yeah,
fight.
yeah,
That
yeah.
shit was dope.
So I went to one of my friend's house, and I had two friends, and they lived across the street from each other.
Just two.
Well, I had other friends. Damn. I had these two friends that lived across the street from each other, and he made a snowball, but it was like there was ice packed around, like inside of it.
Okay.
So he threw it, and he tried to hit the other guy, but the dude ducked and just busted straight through the window. And I was like,
Did it
why did
break?
you? Yeah.
Oh,
Like there's totally
shattered?
Yeah. And I was like, why did you throw that in the first place? Imagine that if that hit him in the head, he'd been concussed. He'd
Knocked
go to the
out.
hospital.
dude, people
Jeez.
do some wild shit as
It's just
little
kids. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
kids being kids,
Just
man.
kids being kids.
Kids being kids.
Oh, my
Just guys
Lord.
being dudes.
Just dudes being dudes.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
Gotta
Violent.
watch out. Yeah.
Very violent and
I'm not-
dangerous childhood.
Yeah. It's
Not
kind of
really.
freaky.
On a more productive, well, less productive note, me and my cousins for Thanksgiving for a long time, we would go down to this other ranch that's on the other side of the family. There's this massive hill that the house sits on, and there's always a red flyer wagon. And me and my two cousins, all three of us could fit in one. That's how young we were at the time. And we would all three pile into the wagon, bobsled style, down this massive hill. And the guy in the front would steer to the best of his ability, but we were like 6 and 8. And we would eat shit.
Every time.
Oh, yeah, almost every time. If we nailed it just right, we could make it right between these two posts in the fence and go down by the barn, almost down to the lake.
By the barn. Right past the barn, straight down to the
But
lake.
like that road had ruts in it and giant rocks, and you just flip over and you bust your face on a fence post, and your elbows are just absolutely skinned, and you come back up the hill bleeding with a red flyer
And
wagon.
then you went and did it again.
and your
didn't
mom's like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" So you stick your arm in a bowl of water and you get all cleaned up, bandaged up, and you're like, "All right, here we go."
All right, here we go.
Down by the barn to the
Right,
lake.
right past the barn to the picket fence on the outside, on the outskirts of our. I don't know what I'm doing.
I promise, if we had a bigger wagon, it would be a hold your beer and watch this moment, because all three of us would jump in that fucker again and go right back to it. Those were some
How
of the
old
best
were you?
times, though. Like, we did it from probably when I was 6 until I was like 13.
Think about
But the
all
only two of us fit in the wagon when I was 13.
Oh yeah.
Think about the vines that could have made.
I know.
Yeah.
Think about the videos that could be on.
The kids
that-
these days, they don't know what kind of privileges they have.
They
No.
don't.
No other social media, by the way, had the phrase come out, "Do it for the Vine." Like, "Do it for the Vine" was the only time people would do
Do it
dumb
for the
shit
Vine.
for social media posts, other than maybe World Star.
Or YOLO.
Yeah. Oh my word.
He came out and said or it was like a Saturday Night Live skit. and
Yeah.
He apologized for YOLO.
Who did?
Drake. He apologized for creating it.
He's like, guys, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's
Not
funny.
a good
It's
idea.
a funny little skit he did.
Jeez.
Listen, you do only live once, but that doesn't mean you do the
Yeah,
like wild.
just,
and-
every I mean, all those things get washed eventually.
yeah,
Like dabbing is lame as fuck now.
yeah. If you're still dabbing, it's gonna.
Yeah.
Anyway, well,
You know what it was? It was the old white people who started dabbing. That's when it went downhill.
No.
It
You're
was
saying
it was-
white people ruin everything.
Old white. Well, no.
Oh, it's the dads. The
Yeah, like
dads.
when the dads and like the moms started doing
so
it.
do dads ruin everything?
I
I'm not
don't-
gonna say that.
I don't
but
know. I think we get a good majority of laughs once dads do it,
I
because it's
agree.
way funnier, because it's
Yeah.
just so out of place.
Yeah, it's
Agreed.
funny, but like dabbing that was like a legit like there's like a dance move. It was like something cool to do, and now it's like, god dang it. They're
That's
both-
when it went downhill, when people just started aggressively doing it.
Yeah.
I
no.
still do it.
It sounded like you still Jew it.
Yeah, I heard that.
You heard that?
Do I
Cl-
still do it?
He meant to say I still do it.
Well, there's another missed word by yours truly. I'll be here pretty much the whole time. So, on another note, I don't know if you've heard or not, but your boy, the man, the myth, Eddie Murphy,
Oh shit.
he's on his 10th child.
He's
10.
10?
Yeah.
I didn't.
What is
know
it?
that.
He's age like 59 or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey man,
No, sorry, 57. He's on his 10th kid.
Jeez.
if you change the oil and check the spark plugs, it runs forever. It's about his testicles.
Just gonna put that out there.
Joey with his sayings, it's like, where do you hold these,
Have you seen?
and how do you manage to relate them back to like?
I don't know. That one's original. I also came up with an original the other day. When I walked into class and I was looking rough as hell. And my buddy looks at me and he goes, "Man," he's like, "How like you feeling all right?" I said, "Man, I feel like I just got a 3-finger prostate exam."
Do they use their fingers?
I mean, I'm not at that point yet, but
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
from according to the movies and what I know,
Yeah,
it's
Family
a
Guy told me
finger
that
and
it was his
lube, baby.
fingers.
It's a finger with glove
With some
and
gloves.
because we're all about protection.
What
You
else
know-
would he use? How else would he be able to feel around?
You
in it?
can get
Probes with cameras?
you can get a full body
Question
scan,
mark?
like one of those like super expensive full
All
body
I know-
scans, but it's easier to just get a finger in the butt.
All I know is I
Yeah,
took.
I'll take the cheap route.
All I
unless
know
have
is
that
I
kind of money.
took Elizabeth's father to a prostate exam, and he came back and got like, no, it wasn't a prostate. I'm so sorry. It's a
Jeez.
colonoscopy.
Oh god.
Colonoscopies with a probe.
Jeez.
Prostate, that makes sense. Fingers, okay, that makes sense. No, I was talking about a colonoscopy.
He lobbed it up, but I'm not gonna do it.
No.
Do it. No, do it.
I'm,
Do it.
it's
We've
fine.
already
It's
talked about
fine.
it. You're gonna put it down right now.
It's fine. It's fine.
Put it down. I'm
No,
asking for it.
I'll pass it up. I'll pass it out.
So you missed.
Yeah, I missed my opportunity. It's gone.
Awkward.
And
Anyways,
it's gone.
Well, to come back to Eddie Murphy, don't know who Paige Butcher is?
No.
Unfamiliar.
It's the wife, the current wife. I don't know how many wives Eddie Murphy's had. Honestly, I didn't even know he was still like around. To be honest with
I'm
you,
I
honestly,
knew he was alive, but
I just watched
he hasn't done anything
after like Daddy's Daycare, I just like wasn't like,
Trading Places.
Which one?
That's an old movie. It's great.
with Eddie Murphy.
No,
I think. I'm gonna check. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna be embarrassed.
I'm still on Daddy Daycare. That was like the last Eddie Murphy.
Daddy Daycare and Dr. Dolittle.
Oh yeah, Dr. Dolittle. I forgot about that one.
That's a good one.
Well, anyways, Paige Butcher,
Mhm.
the current wife, total MILF.
Really?
Yes, she's gorgeous.
Eddie
Damn.
Murphy.
Like, hey, hold on. I'll show you a picture real quick.
I've never even heard of that movie.
You would love that
I'm not
movie.
a big Eddie Murphy guy.
I'm not either, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I think he was a little, like obviously when he primed, he was a little past my.
Yeah, he was like a couple. He was a, I don't know, like a sub generation before us.
Yeah, I classify him as like
90s.
the same group. Yeah, like Bernie Mac
And since we
Those
were
guys.
97,
whoa.
he's got that LeBron James forehead now.
Oh yeah, the hairline. He's still rocking the mustache though, and you gotta admit that man with the mustache, he rocks it almost better than Steve Harvey. So,
I don't think we would recognize Steve Harvey without his.
dude, he got a beard. He has a beard now.
Why?
I don't
Steve
know.
Harvey?
Yeah, he has a beard. I wasn't watching, but I walked into work or like the little lobby or the waiting room, and the Steve Harvey show was on, and he had a straight
Family
beard.
Feud.
No, it was a Steve Harvey show.
Oh shit.
I wish it was Family Feud. I'd probably stick around and watch it, because that's one of the things I have seen around, or every single one.
All right.
Yo,
Huh.
she's 39.
39. Wow.
Wait, at 30. She had a kid. She had a kid at 39.
Well,
That's kind of impressive. I'm just surprised that his
Not that
his
there's
sperm
anything-
still
look at her.
swims.
Holy shit.
39.
Not that there's anything wrong with having a kid at 39. Just things get more difficult. There's more chance of like birth defect. It's just that's late in the cycle.
Yo, she looks 27.
I'm not attacking anybody here, but
Yeah, bro. She can have a kid if she wants.
I'm just
asshole.
yeah, no, absolutely. It's just it gets more risky.
Yeah, well, it's worth it.
Hey, sometimes
You're
it's the
bringing a
guy's
child
fault.
into the world.
A 10th.
I'm shocked. Yeah,
I don't. Well, it wasn't. She doesn't have 10 kids.
I doubt she has 10 kids.
Well, yeah, you said
but
current
Eddie
wife.
Murphy.
There's no way.
Well, I don't know if that's been the. I don't know how she could have
Nah,
10
there's no way.
kids within a span of.
Still look like that.
Yeah, exactly.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah, she's a beautiful lady.
Katie's gonna be mad.
No, it's 2018. We respect women. She's a beautiful lady, and I would
She
definitely,
bad.
I would definitely take her out on a date, and maybe not let her buy me dinner. Yeah, you heard that right.
That's
let
bold.
her buy me dinner.
That's bold.
Oh my god, you're really pushing.
Just
the
kidding.
2018. How do y'all feel about that? First
What?
date, girl goes.
Oh, thanks, Arch.
That's all right.
So you're on a first date with somebody. I know we're all
With somebody.
we're not single right now, but
Yeah, don't talk to me. I have a girlfriend.
like so, and the girl, the bill comes and the girl goes. Oh, let me get this one.
No, I'm not having that. I mean, I'm in college and I don't have a lot of money, but if we're going out, I'm paying for it.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
just me.
Well, I mean, we split. First date, I'm buying for sure, 100%. But I think comes a time where, at least for the relationship that I am in, that we start to like realize that, hey, I'm a poor college kid, she's a poor college girl. It's time to start splitting things, because like I can't
Afford everything.
I can't afford everything
Yeah.
in this relationship. So
I think that if she was like, if she pushed it like more than 3 times, she was like, "No, I got it," and I'll be like, "No, I got it," and we did that like 3 times. I'll be like, "Okay, do you just want to split it?"
On the 4th date.
First date.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying now.
Yeah.
I was going to say, if y'all went out to dinner 3 times, I was like, oh, you're on the 4th date. So, yeah.
No, she said like we exchanged. No, I got it. No, I got it. Like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And after a certain amount of time, I should be like, okay, we can split it. Because if if I don't know, that's annoying to me.
If you
keep
put
going
in the
back
effort,
and forth.
yeah.
Well, it's just like
If she keeps
I'm
pushing,
not gonna. I don't want to do something that it's a compromise.
Yeah.
Because if she really wants to pay for it and she fought it that hard, I'm just gonna be like, okay, let's
Yeah,
do it.
fine.
Let's split it.
Yeah. I'm cool with splitting all the time.
Yeah.
I think
Always
it's better
cool
for
with
all of them.
splitting.
But I'm also, I mean, Southern hospitality,
yeah,
being the Southern gentleman.
Oh,
I
of
would,
course. I would still
like,
I
if
think,
we're going on a nice date, like say it's like an important thing, we're dressing up, we're looking good, we're going out. I'm probably gonna be the one buying it, just because I mean, I don't know. It's the gentleman thing.
you're
But
a
if we're
fraud.
just-
You're a fraud.
If we're just
You
going
literally
out,
just said you would let her buy dinner.
no, that's her because she makes more money than me.
She doesn't.
Well, I already
Maybe
got her
she
name.
doesn't. She might not make any money. Eddie Murphy's got the money.
You know,
wait, what?
she's got to make some.
What?
He's back onto Eddie Murphy's wall.
Why? How did we get
Because
back to-
he said he would let her buy him dinner, so he's a fraud.
Oh, okay.
Back to Mason Shake being a fraud.
You just can't double back that hard.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, bro, stick to something. Pick a side.
Yeah.
I got it. You would want to pay for it. I think we all would. I think most people would. Most guys want to pay. I don't know. I don't even know why that's a thing. It's just something that
No, we're back to
Men
the
do.
2018 thing. My girlfriend's buying my dinner.
I mean, we split dinner too.
No, like real nice dates, fancy. Yeah, she's buying it.
Okay, cool.
I got to pick a side. So.
I generally don't let my girlfriend pay for stuff. Even if she says she's going to pay for it, I still go out of my way to pay for it.
Right.
But I mean,
I let my girlfriend pay for some stuff.
I mean,
if she brings it up.
and a lot of times, which I find annoying. Not a lot of times, but there's a good amount of times where she's like, "I got this." I'm like, "Okay," and then I pay for it, and then she Venmos me for her half anyway. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Same.
and if I could deny Venmos, I probably would, but
Just send it back.
that's a lot of effort at that point.
If it's
Like
not
it's
on the
too
side,
late.
And then I already have the money, and I'm like, yeah.
And
might as well
usually it's the
keep
next
it.
day, and I'm like, all right, I'm not going to continue to discuss this because she'll send it back.
Yeah. And then y'all get in a fight over it.
Yeah, which brings me to, what do your girlfriends hate about you most? Here we go. We're in it now.
My girlfriend hates what she hates most about me is probably one of my favorite things to do, which is really depressing and hard to balance.
Esports.
Call of Duty or video games in general. She lets me have my time to play stuff, but she hates it.
She hates it.
Cause when I'm playing video games, I'm like, I'm in it. Like I can't talk to people unless they're playing with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
I think she can attest to that. I think that's her least favorite thing that I do is the video game situation. I think she had a talk with her mom about it. Actually, I think she was venting to her mom one time.
All he does is play fucking Call of Duty.
Sorry, I like video games.
Listening to you.
Shout out
I
to
love
her.
her.
Hey, sorry.
Yeah,
I
no.
love her, but I don't know. Video games. That's my first love. You know what I mean?
Listening to Caden try to talk to his girlfriend while playing Call of Duty with his headphones on. It's like
I really try.
you may as well have just have an answering machine.
I really try to keep conversation going, but like I said, when the screen comes on, that's what I'm doing. So it's recently I feel kind of bad. She's been like, she'll call me and she'll be like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Playing video games," and she'll go, "Oh, okay," and then she'll be like, "All right, I'll just text you when I get home," because she just knows that.
Damn, that's sad.
It's
That
not a skill that I
sucks.
have, and she always calls me mid game. Sounds so
Jeez,
bad.
why can't you
I'm
just
not
call
gonna-
me while I'm in the lobby?
Well, it's like I'm not gonna pause it. Oh, all right. I look really bad.
You're a
Who's
piece
next?
of shit. We get
That's
it.
okay, yeah.
I just,
It was
I
Joey's
didn't
question.
even defend myself. I just kept digging myself deeper.
You're like, this is me. Just take it.
That's who I am.
Joey, I'm gonna let you go.
Oh yeah. Are you? How kind.
Yeah,
You're
Joey.
welcome.
I mean, Caden watched me play a game, Call of Duty, and talk to Riley. So that's not, and I nailed it.
Yeah, Joey's amazing. He was playing Call of Duty, and it was like he was pacing outside. Like it was the same kind of conversation.
Just having a
Yeah,
just a pace and
Nothing
talk combo.
nothing changed.
That's impressive.
I know.
Call of Duty, full conversation, in-depth responses.
I actually said after he hung up, I was like, dude, I wish I could do that because I could just be on the phone with Katie all the time.
Yeah.
Wait, you were on the phone?
And playing Call of in the
Yeah,
She wasn't even in the same room?
No.
that's what I'm saying. It was like he was pacing outside on the phone.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I killed it. It's pretty sweet. But on to the topic at hand that Mason was so graceful
Kind,
and
yeah.
handing over to me.
Anytime, man.
I always, whenever like it doesn't matter if I'm like listening to a lecture or listening to anybody talking conversation, if it suddenly seems like it's no longer like, what's the word?
Valid?
Not even valid, just like super important information, stuff that's not going to matter if it seems to me like it's not going to matter for more than an hour, it just kind of like doesn't stick, and I just let it go. And so Riley's always like, you don't listen. I'm like, I'm listening. It's just not important.
Oh my god, that's not listening. You don't tell her that.
No, I'm not going to tell her it's not important. I'm just like,
Well, in a way, he just did.
yeah, but
Public conversation, man.
yeah, I know. So
That's
Today is the day we're gonna dig ourselves and just massive
totally fuck
assholes
ourselves
and
over,
just
yeah.
they're gonna listen to this and
nobody's
just,
perfect.
Hey,
okay,
nobody. Yeah,
guys?
there we go.
Everybody has their flaws.
How about we just quick disclaim this that we're sorry. We're sorry.
Look, like the first step in fixing the problem is like realizing and accepting it.
Yeah,
And then we can move
exactly. You gotta fix yourself before you fix the problem.
yeah, so I made the proactive move and just told her, don't tell me unless it's fucking important.
Jesus.
Listen, just stick to the key facts. Don't go in the little wishy-washy stuff.
If you're not dying, shut up.
You know, if you don't think I'd give a shit, spare me.
Oh my god.
No.
Y'all side or like small talk conversations must be pretty bland or super exciting, I
No.
guess.
How was your day? Good. Yours? Good. All right, sick.
I know. I'll be honest. I've never heard.
Yeah.
I've never heard Joey not get into like a deep combo with
Anybody?
no with Riley, unless if it's like a
Wait, you've never?
Riley.
You've
Are
never,
you okay?
Yeah.
That's what. That's what it's short.
There's always like
But-
10 of those.
What's wrong? Nothing. What's wrong? Nothing.
Hey, hon, you okay?
I'm
Yeah,
fine.
I'm
I'm
fine.
fine.
I'm fine.
All right, Mason, you pass the stick. Back to you, Cotton.
Dodgeball.
Hold the phone, Cotton. This girl's got cannon.
Michelle.
What does
That's the best
Elizabeth?
part of the movie.
What does Elizabeth not like about me?
Oh yeah, quick.
Honestly, nothing, dude. She just loves my
quick
fucking
disclaimer:
perfect.
Mason's fucking perfect.
Mason does nothing wrong.
I think it's the fact that I'm a big personal time person,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
I got
I
you.
love to be
Simulated depression.
what is
Mason one time.
That's what you like to do.
Mason one time.
Simulate depression. Sit at home alone and do nothing.
He's a
Yeah, okay,
homebody, but he loves his alone time. There was one time we were all in town still, and Mason went to Cicis by himself
That's worse than.
and just ate at Cicis by himself.
I
and
didn't even
tell any of
offer
us
it,
to
yeah.
come.
I
No,
didn't offer
I tracked
anyone.
him and he was at Cicis, and we're like, "There's nobody who's with
I
him."
was like, "Holy shit, Mason!" And
Like-
so I was legitimately worried about you for a little bit.
There's an
Did you do that
argument.
multiple times too?
Yeah.
Jeez.
There's an argument to be had for people who like movies alone. Like I get it, honestly. Like there's
Go to the movies.
yeah. Like
Oh,
if you go to the
yeah,
movies
yeah.
alone, like there's
I've done
there's
that too.
reasons
I bet you.
behind
I did
that.
that. I did that Christmas Eve actually. I
But
went and
when
watched.
you
Go
go
ahead,
to an
sorry.
all-you-can-eat pizza buffet alone, there's like families and kids running around. And you're just sitting in a
Just
booth
in the corner
with like
with
four,
like 5 plates.
yeah, just piled.
He's got a cinnamon roll, so he doesn't have to go talk to anybody already.
Yeah.
Again.
He's like, "Fuck that! I'm not getting up. You cannot make me leave this booth."
Until I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Oh my lord! I like in my head I see somebody like crying into their pizza, but I think Mason was fine with it, which is even more concerning.
Yeah, that's a big fact. I
Yeah,
was
'cause he went
smiling
and-
the whole
He
way.
went and did it again.
Yeah, I've easily done that 4 or 5 times.
Oh my
dude.
god!
Just give
Oh.
me a call, bro. I'll
So-
go with you.
I'll sit with you at least.
That's definitely what she. I don't know her, but that's got to be it.
So she's always a big person to want to hang out. She's always asking, "What are you doing? What are you doing tonight? I want to hang out." And bless her heart, because she's always okay when I say no. I don't know if she's really okay with it. I seriously think that's something that really bugs her. But I mean, sometimes I just like to be alone, and just I've always been a kind of person that I'm telling you, in high school, I didn't go to friends' houses or anything because I enjoyed the company
Of yourself.
of myself and my bed and my parents, of course. But I just kind of kept to myself, and like I know it's a bad quality I have. I mean, I enjoy it and everything, but like it's not a big social quality, and I feel like I'm a pretty social person.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
It's just something about me, man. Like sometimes just like, hey,
You also got to think like you're around people all day.
yeah.
With like not only class but school too, or
Yeah.
with work also.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I understand.
So, Ellie, don't worry. He's just got the cheese sweat somewhere in a booth all by
Sometimes.
himself.
Yeah, he's not here. He's at Cicis.
Hey, you know that one time when I
He's lying.
not
to you.
one time, but a couple days ago when I ate 2 large pizzas back
Within
to
like
back.
28 hours.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
one of them was by myself.
Oh,
You
It
had
was
no
when
one- no
it
one
was
here.
Friday. Yeah, you were at the bars that he invited me to, and I said no.
Yeah, I he wasn't doing anything, and I wanted to, and Joey was busy, and so I was like, "Yo, Mason, come hang out with like the squad."
Well, let's look at the bright side of this. I finally watched Back to the Future.
I guess.
Did you watch John Wick the other day? Did you finish it?
No, I told you that it kept buffering, so
Mm.
I just I got too tired of it, so I went ahead and put on Narcos Mexico.
Oh, was that good?
Excellent. I enjoy it a lot. The first episode kind of whack. Second episode, a lot of adversity, just like whatever. And like, of course, the last 5 minutes is like, oh my god,
Yeah.
like he finally done it.
Yeah.
And then the third episode is the last episode I've watched, and it's just like, oh, here comes the cops.
Gotcha.
Like, and all you hear is in the background just bad boys, bad boys.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Apparently, they're making another Bad Boys movie.
Really
Yeah, with
Nice.
Martin Lawrence and Will Smith.
nice.
Yeah, they're
You're
doing
making another
those.
White Chicks movie.
How
I
messed?
think it'd be more.
we talked
dude.
about.
Oh, how bad that is!
No,
Yeah.
they can't, dude. It's like it's gonna be so bad.
Yeah. they
You see
shouldn't
what
do
happened to
that.
Super Troopers?
Oh, dude, the movie that you made me watch over the summer.
It was trash.
Apparently, the first one was like good, like it's
Super
funny,
Troopers
super
original?
funny.
Super
Yeah.
Troopers.
Like it's so dumb. Like punch
Like
each other in the nuts.
Well, it's like a comedic classic apparently, and you made me watch the second one or the third one?
the second one.
And I was just like, Joey, this is the stupidest shit I have ever seen.
I think we
What is
probably
this?
laughed in an hour and a half. We laughed 3 times,
Yeah, it was bad.
and it's a freaking comedy.
yeah,
You
it
know,
was
it's
bad.
you know, it's a really funny movie.
Step Brothers,
We might have talked about this already. I can't remember.
Dodgeball,
Well, yeah, both of those.
Elf,
Yeah, that's a good one too.
any Will Ferrell movie. Hey,
Pretty-
I take that back.
Anchorman's good.
I
Anchorman-
take any Will Ferrell movie because, dude, I just wasn't like a big fan of Daddy's Home. Thought that was just
Yeah,
Did you see the one with him and Kevin Hart? That one's good. But anyway, the Lego Batman movie. Have we talked about that?
no.
it's funny. I know the
Yeah.
Lego movie's funny.
Yeah, the Lego Batman movie.
The police
super
remover
funny.
of Nail. That's fucking hilarious.
It was like the Warner Brothers thing popped up, and Batman made like a really just funny comment about it. Like he just like popped up out of the back,
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
and I started crying, and we had to pause the movie before it even started. The first 30 minutes is like
That's awesome.
really funny.
I'm Batman.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Batman.
And he's like walking around like in his underwear with his mask still on.
Oh man.
Yeah. It was like
It's funny.
it's a
funny.
stupid
It's funny.
movie, but it's funny.
It's a good movie.
All right.
I think we're gonna move on to the main topic.
Yeah, main topic of the night.
We're gonna also
We're
have
gonna-
another quick disclaimer that we're sorry.
Yeah.
We are sorry, and we've accepted it that we're not perfect people.
Are we?
Mine's-
Well, I mean, I keep saying I'm sorry, but like I haven't seen Joey have any remorse.
Like
Joey's
I said,
gonna have the
Like I said,
I think Joey's gonna have the craziest one. Not to boost, but mine's not that crazy. I just have a crazy story. So Mason, did you have?
are we
do you have
talking?
one?
Oh, we haven't even said what it is.
no.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna talk about our like craziest drunken nights.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah. So
The craziest ones. I'll start. Yeah, we'll start beginners first because I don't think mine are even like that cool.
mine
I
doesn't
guess,
really
like
even
that
involve
funny.
me. I was just there.
You're just like around.
Yeah.
Easy cop out.
I don't do crazy stuff though.
Well, I guess
You've seen me black out, and I'm like, just talkative.
What?
I don't do anything.
abuse of alcohol. We never do that.
Hey,
I don't binge drink.
you know my motto.
2 beers and I'm done.
You know my motto. Binge everything. Netflix, booze, food, doesn't matter.
Games.
Binge it.
Games.
Yeah.
Sports.
Sports.
So yeah, we'll start with the beginner because I don't think mine are cool or funny. They're actually kind of sad, I guess. But
No, not again.
just another.
God.
Oh, what? You blacked out and went to Cicis alone?
Spent like $20 on an Uber just to go to
Hello,
Cicis by
just
yourself.
the CCs.
He's just crying in the back. Just take me to Cicis.
Just please.
Before you got in, your friends were like, Mason, come hang out with us. And you're just crying already.
It's not even his Uber. Some girl runs up and she's like, "Is this my Uber?" Oh, he can have it.
He needs it.
Yeah.
Turns out they were both going to Cicis. Well, anyways, I'm gonna go along. So we have festivities in a group that I'm in, I guess. I'm not gonna. You can probably infer what it is, but I'm not gonna say what it is. Anyways, if anyone has played "Don't Fuck Your Brother,"
Oh God.
it's a fun game, I guess.
No.
The concept of the game is
Have we played that?
No.
We
That's
don't
not
wanna
like a
play
real game.
Yeah, it's not a real game, and
Oh.
it's not a game you
What's-
want to play.
What's the one where you put the table against the wall and like it's
Oh.
like a diamond of...
Fuck your friends.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead. Fuck your brother.
So don't. So how you don't fuck your brother is you drink as much as you can so that you don't, at the end of the line or whatever, he doesn't have to drink the rest of it. Like say you have one thing, you drink the rest of it. Anyways, so we gone through, I don't know, 2 of those what are those Monty? I don't know.
The Gallo gallons of wine.
Yeah, just the gallons of wine. Gone through 2 of them already. And I'm like, just pretty
Yeah,
drunk or whatever.
Ready to throw up.
Anyways, I don't remember much of this. There was another bottle of whiskey, like terrible ass whiskey, like
I was
some
there.
KD like shit. Anyways, I start pulling from that, and like I'm like, I guess pulling pretty hard because I can't taste anything at this point. And I literally at one point, or at like I was probably the first to go. I don't know. I don't remember.
You're midway to the end.
Hey, success.
Because
Anywho,
it was by last name.
Okay.
Anywho, it was by last name. No, not the circle. I was talking about just like the first one to go, as in like to be gone.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like I'm like yeah.
Then yeah, absolutely, definitely one of the first.
So apparently, anyways, I like take like a good pull of whiskey or something. I don't yeah, whatever. And I turn it back, and I just like fall like all the way to my back, just like heels down. It was bad.
His feet came off the ground.
Yeah, feet came off the ground, and I was just like, I don't know, just passed out or something. Apparently, got up, and I started walking to the couch, or there was like a little sofa on the outside of the porch, and I just started throwing up all over myself, like everywhere, all over the couch, all over me. It was bad. And later on in the story, I get up, and like it's just bad. Like there's so much throw up. or
No,
whatever on
it's
the
bad
couch.
because there's puke all over him.
Yeah, and the couch. Remember the couch.
Yeah.
5 minutes later, one of my other friends decides to sit right on the couch.
No.
So he got all of that on him. And that's the rest of the story,
that's
because
kinda
I don't
on
really
him.
remember anything after that.
That's
so.
on him though.
Oh, yeah, 100%. It's all on us.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Damn.
But picture this. Joey was
That's
there,
a lot of alcohol.
and there was a lot of alcohol there. And I honestly think that Joey probably was just sitting there like, well, I mean...
I
He's just like sitting with like the other people, and he's like, well, I mean, they're just not as cool, like, or not cool, like not they can't handle their alcohol like me.
I was
He's
picking
just
people
like,
up off the ground.
yeah.
I was like, what's going on? It looked like a freaking war zone. I was like,
We
what?
were down and out.
I was like, what just
Man
happened?
down.
I was like, I've been part of this the whole time.
Yeah, so that's one of my stories.
Fucking one of our buddies went to take a piss. He fell towards the fence and bumped his head on the fence and just started throwing hands with the fence.
Oh, yeah,
he got
I
a
remember
fight with
that.
the fence.
Yeah,
And so
That's funny.
I'm pulling him back. His pants are like halfway down. I'm like, dude, you're fine. You're like, there's no one here. And he's like,
he
no.
thought it was his brother. Remember?
He's like,
He thought it
no.
was his brother.
He's like, no, like, no, I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. And so finally, I'm just like, if I don't get out of the way, I'm getting hit. So by all means, hit the fence.
Just went at it.
Yeah, he went to
little
town.
1-2 combo.
That's
And he
funny.
smoked
Little Floyd
cigarettes
Mayweather.
nonstop all night, 2 at a time.
Jeez,
Double-barreled cigarettes all night.
that's not good.
Oh,
That's not good.
Well, that's one of my stories.
Well,
like I
I
said,
have-
beginners not the best. So pass it on to Caden.
I mean, that was pretty good. That wasn't bad.
It was just like, oh man, like really, like you're just gonna do that to yourself. And I was
mean,
like, well,
I have a really crazy story, but I'm not sharing it because it involved
me?
no.
crime.
Sort of.
Oh,
So I'm not gonna do that one. I'm gonna do another one.
yeah, not a good idea. Well, I mean, it would be funny, but no.
It's not worth it. So 2 of my friends came out here to visit, and Joey was here. Joey also had friends visiting that weekend. So we were just drinking, and it was actually me and my best friend from high school, and we hadn't seen each other in a while, so we kind of went, we had also recently turned 21 as well, so we hadn't been able to go to the bars together yet. So we get out, me and my best friend, not the other
Yeah.
friend. The other friend went off and did something else, and so we were drinking, pre-gaming, whatever, and then we left to the bars.
Binge drinking.
Pretty much. And then we got to a bar called Mesquite's,
Shout out.
and then we were just kicking it, hanging out, and then all of a sudden my other friend pulls up, and he is barred out and extremely drunk.
Those usually go hand in hand.
Yeah, they're great quality. No, I'm not gonna say that because no.
No.
Just no. I don't joke about that. That's
Do
kinda-
not.
Don't.
Just
Yeah.
if there's anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about, don't.
It's bad. Don't do it.
Yeah. It don't look. I guess you could look it up, but that combination, just don't it. Just
Yeah.
don't it.
It's
It's not worth it.
It's
Oh, wait.
advised against by all medical professionals.
With good reason.
Yeah.
So
for,
we're up
for
at
this reason.
we're up at the upstairs part of Mesquite's.
Okay.
And we're just like hanging out, and then people wanted shots, so we went and got. My friend group really likes pickle shots for some reason.
Love pickle. Hey, great
Yeah,
chaser.
No, it's seriously, it's bizarre, but it works.
Yeah,
With
so
anything.
we had like 2 or 3 rounds of pickle shots, and then this one guy got some, and then it was actually one of Joey's friends. He
Oh, jeez.
he got some, and it's like it was
I
like one of
remember
those
when-
big shot glasses.
I now tuned in. I know what
Okay.
you're talking.
Yeah.
The night you're talking about.
And so he took it. He took the shot, stood there for a second,
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
no.
and threw it straight back up into the cup. And like,
Oh,
but it was like-
God.
it is going to get really graphic, but the consistency of the throw up was like a napkin. It was disgusting.
Yeah, because he threw it back up into a cup of like ice of an empty like whiskey sour or something.
Yeah, something
just
like that.
ice, and he threw it up in there with some melted ice, and it looked like cream getting poured into coffee.
So this
Oh.
dude, he was like a bartender and like a friend of a friend,
Yeah.
and he was off that night, and he saw it, and like I don't know what happened. He was drunk. I don't know what happened in his head to make him do this, but he went in and scooped it out. It's like that's how thick it was, like the
Did
consistency
you like
of it.
scoop it out?
He just scooped it out
Oh
and went
my
and threw it
God.
away, so it was out of the glass. And I was like, oh, I was like, bro, what are you on right now?
Oh yeah.
So then
This is your friend that's barred out. And
no, that was Joey's friend who was just so happened to be hanging out with us.
Okay.
And then, so now we're back to a friend who's barred out.
Okay.
Now, it was getting, like, close to 2 a.m., so we were about to leave.
Yeah.
It was, like, maybe, like, 1:15.
Texas
1:30
law is
maybe.
last call, 1:50.
Yeah.
Bars close at 2.
Is that really a Texas law?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Damn,
like, I
okay.
think, like, Chicago shuts down,
Alabama,
like, 3 or 4.
it's all night.
Really?
Yeah,
Are you
Like,
serious?
Yeah, because we would stay out till 3:30.
Oh, shit. Yeah. It sucks. Texas is stupid about that. But then, so, he's walking out. He's in front of us because he had to go pee, and the
Yeah.
bathroom's at the front.
Okay.
So then we're, like, kind of, like, just, like, we're walking out, but, like, slowly. And then we see him, and he's talking shit back and forth with one of the bouncers. And this guy
Here we
my
go.
friend who's barred out is, like, he doesn't take a whole lot of shit from people.
Never has.
Yeah, he's been like that his whole life. So then like, mind you, we are trying to leave, but the bouncer sees him and is like starts talking shit to him. They start talking shit to each other, and then my friend swings on the bouncer, and it's like there was like 4 or 5 bouncers just like watching and waiting for something like this to happen, because they throw him out, and there's that long hallway in Mesquite's.
Yeah.
And then one of them, and then they all just go jump on him in the hallway. Like, there's like 4 bouncers on him, and then the
Oh my
last one
God.
closed the door, and we were like, "Yo, me and my other friend, my best friend, we were like, yo, like let us go get him," and he was like, the bouncer was like, no way, like, because obviously that wouldn't be good for anybody.
No.
If we went out there. So then they finally threw him out. Then they let us go, and we're walking, and then and then this is the best part of the story. A few weeks back, a guy was on a like a date, kind of like they
Yeah.
had gone out together with one of my other close friends, and who's a girl and will remain nameless. And this guy, another guy, walked up to her while they were on their date at the bar,
Yeah.
and like started talking to her, and the dude that she was on a date with was like, "Yo, what are you doing?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm just talking to her," and he's like, "No way, like, get out of here." And then they had like a little altercation, and threw a punch, but missed and hit my friend in the face.
The girl?
Yeah.
Oh, just
Yeah.
clocked her.
So then, by coincidence, that guy comes out of Mesquite's and walks up to me to check on me, and he saw the guy, my friend who's barred out, saw the other guy that punched my friend, put his hand on me to, like, it was like he's fine. He's just like, "Hey man, you good?" But he only saw that, turns around and just socks him in the face.
Oh
and then
my
pushes him on
gosh.
the car and just starts pounding him. Like, his face was all fucked up afterwards. And I'd like pull him off and like throw him. And then cops came because they saw the fight.
Yeah.
The bouncer saw the fight outside. So then the cops came. And then my best friend and him ran off, and like they changed clothes, so like they didn't fit the description. So yeah, and then me and your friend ended up walking like a mile down, not Broadway, but one of the streets next to it.
Yeah.
And then we met up with them at a church, and then called an Uber and went back to them.
Oh, Jesus.
So that was the night.
My gosh.
Pretty
That's a pretty
crazy.
aggressive story.
Yeah, it was aggressive.
That fits the
Hopefully
bill.
y'all could have kept along. I should have like assigned names to people, but whatever.
It's all right.
The
I
Yeah.
think we
who's
got the
barred out,
gist.
Best
Yeah.
friend, guy who punched my other friend.
Moral of the story, yeah.
1v1
Yeah, exactly.
1v1 on the bricks.
He
1v1 Rust.
He
1v
got messed
Rust.
up, and he deserved it because
1v1
Yeah,
Broadway.
he did.
Let's go.
fuck up. So
1v1 me and Broadway.
There's a lot of
you don't
1v1s
want
on
you don't want the
Broadway.
smoke. All right,
Fine.
let's see.
Last but not least, we'll give it to Joey because, well, it's Joey. If you haven't figured it out yet by now,
He has a
I
lot of.
guess you will.
Y'all picked so many, like, your stories are so, like, recent.
Recent rant. I mean,
Yeah.
dude, you gotta.
This is when our life started to get crazy.
Yeah, you gotta think about the
You don't- this doesn't
craziness
have to
that
be
we've.
recent.
Yeah.
Just to
Oh,
pick one of
shit.
your crazier stories that's happened.
How far back? How far back do I
It
get
doesn't
to
matter,
pull?
man.
Oh, shit.
You just pull out your phone. How about that?
No, I don't have to. I got them all archived
Yeah, they're in there.
Archived in
They're
the
in
brain.
there somewhere.
somewhere. So I'm this is the one I've kind of been mulling over in my head. So I'm just gonna roll with it. It's
Perfect.
Go for it.
sometime in the past. I was in Dallas. It was like kind of Thanksgiving. Actually, it was the night before Thanksgiving.
Oh God.
So my sister and I think he was her boyfriend at the time. He's now my brother-in-law. So
Congrats.
Congrats.
Shout out. Congrats.
So
Congrats, Joey's sister.
they were in town,
Hope you hear this.
and yeah,
We love you.
and I decided, since I had a friend who lived maybe a quarter-mile walk up from my house, that me and some of my friends were gonna go to her house with her friends, and we're all gonna drink and have a good time, and I could just walk back home basically through the neighborhood. And super like suburb. Now nobody's gonna notice. I'm not gonna get in trouble.
I have an idea
In Dallas,
where
right?
this is going.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Same house.
same house. So I walk. So early in the day, we go to the liquor store. I'm like, you know what? I'm buying Maker's Mark tonight, which is 5% more alcohol than regular whiskey, which isn't like crazy.
And also like
It adds up,
$60
though.
bucks.
But it does. Yeah, it is. So so the 5% adds
Big baller
up.
over here.
Yeah, no. That's
So-
what I'm saying.
Me and a friend of mine decide. So we get there to the house, and there's a person there who I have bad blood with. Always have, always will. And Caden, you have bad blood with him too.
Bastille?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. So he walks out of the back when I first walk in, and I look at him and I nod, and I look at the bottle of Maker's Mark in my buddy. I said, "We're finishing this bitch tonight."
Always a great thing to say to your buddy.
So
Right.
so we just start
Nothing bad
finishing
could
this
happen from
tonight.
that.
Not at all.
we just start getting it, like just tearing into this bottle.
Mhm.
And the next thing I like remember clearly was like we have maybe an inch and a half left in the bottle, and we are just ripped. And so I'm like, all right, here we go, last push. We're gonna do this.
The final round. It's fourth quarter.
Wait, how
Let's
big
go.
was it?
It was a regular.
Okay.
A little 750.
I mean, we had some beers on the side, but
750 of 40.
none of that was for the betterment of the situation.
Was it just pools?
No, it was shots, but
Okay.
nobody is counting.
You can do the math at home.
Yeah.
Well, there's 18 shots in it.
So eventually, so I remember picking up the bottle, pouring the last shot, clink it and sink it. We both take the last shot, and I'm like, slam the bottle down the counter. I'm like, we fucking did it. We finished the bottle, and we high five, and then just blank. And I was like, and so it kind of it was one of those nights where it kind of came in and out of just being
Brown out.
It was
he was black.
It was gone. And so I'm like, there was that, and then I'm laying on the floor, like half in the bathroom, half out of the bathroom. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why am I here? Like, what happened?
What bathroom?
Still at the house.
Okay.
Still at the house that I walked to.
So you have not made it out.
So I'm not entirely sure how much time has passed, why I'm laying on the floor next to in the doorway of the bathroom. And so I'm like, so I get up. Oh, apparently, like a lot has gone down since I've been very active. And so I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, all right, it's time to fucking get out of here. So I get up, I see everybody, and everybody's like, hey, they're like, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, what the fuck happened?
Why are you guys still here?
Yeah. And so they're like, I mean, you didn't look so good. And I'm like, all right, whatever, no big deal. I'm not going to sweat this. And so I go back in there, start drinking a beer. I'm like, all right, I don't feel super great. So I'm going to head home. Where's my buddy? And they're like, oh, he went to the living room, threw up in the middle of the floor. I was like, oh, sick.
No.
And so
I bet your parents were pissed.
no, it's not my
It
house.
wasn't his house.
That was the house I walked to. So I'm like, all right, well, where is he now? And so I go and I snag him, and like I get him to the door, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna walk. And so we both start walking, and it's just blackness hits me again. I'm like,
Oh no.
I'm like, what the so I'm all, and the next
This
thing
is
I
when
remember,
Recon Adventure Joey comes out.
yeah, seriously. And so my
Blackout
girlfriend at
Joe.
the time, not current,
Yes.
is like with me and a couple of she has a couple of her friends with us, and it's me and my buddy, and we're walking towards the front door, black, and then all of a sudden I'm like, memories back, respawn. I'm leaning on the tailgate of my truck, just yakking in the middle of the road. I'm like, oh, geez, like this sucks. And so
As soon as you finish.
and then black, and and then respawn. And I'm laying.
Sounds like a movie. Like
It's cutscene.
yeah, like
Let's
the
make a
cutscenes where
movie.
they don't want to like show everything.
Let's make a movie.
Oh, they did something like that. They did something like this in Red Dead. And one of the things that I just played.
Wow, your life sounds a lot like Red Dead Redemption 2. Kind of crazy.
Joey would thrive in that era. I feel
Oh, in the Wild Wild West?
like. Yes.
Oh, guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Sorry.
So
Go ahead.
I respawn in like the sink area of my bathroom at home, and I'm like, that's new.
I like how you respawn.
Yeah, like that's the thing. It's just black. And then here we are, and I'm laying on the floor looking at the ceiling. I'm like, holy shit,
What is your KD at this point?
very low.
Oh, and
Negative. Way negative.
yeah, and
He's rocking a 0.5 right now.
and so I get up and I look like I don't get up. I sit up, and my buddy is laying on his side in the middle of my bedroom with a trash bag that's not open. It's just flat. And he, I don't know if he's puked in it or not. I'm like, holy shit. And my ex-girlfriend walks in and she's like, are you what's going on? Are you good? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And so like I take my
Joey never
yeah,
admits
Joey,
it.
I'm fine.
and so I take my phone and my wallet out of my back pockets and I throw them in one of the drawers that's like ground level in my bathroom.
Okay.
I'm like, oh shit, I might have to puke again. So I go to the bathroom. And so like I'm just yakking and I kind of like pass out, wake back up, kind of a deal. And eventually I'm like, all right, I'm gonna grab my phone and my wallet again, and it's on top of the counter. And I'm like, what the heck? Like somebody went through my stuff. And so I open the phone. And I'm like, what the heck? And it's on some like a bunch of text messages between me and one of my best friends, still
Okay.
my best friend,
Yeah.
to this day, who's happens to be a girl, but we've always been tight. And I'm like, oh wait, like where's the ex-girlfriend? Like I was like, where did she go? And so I get up and I go to the front door and she's like running through the front yard. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, where are you going? So I run after her. I'm like, where are you going? Blah, 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 blah. And she just screamed gibberish at me. I'm like, all right, well, you're fucking hammered. And so now I'm pissed because she just fucking got up and left and went through my phone. And like, there's nothing incriminating on there, but she was freaking out about something.
That's so annoying.
And so I'm so frustrated and pissed off. And so I'm like, at this point, I'm not completely, like, I don't go into a complete blackout, but I'm just absolutely like incoherent and I'm mad.
Yeah.
I'm pissed off.
Nothing is making sense.
No, nothing makes sense. And so for whatever reason, my next course of action is to go straight back to the front door, slam the door, and walk straight into my parents' room. Yeah. No, I don't get it either.
And then what?
And so I'm standing there, and my dad, I remember vaguely seeing my dad's iPad, like the light shining back on his face. And he sits up and he goes, Joe, what are you doing? And I just fucking let out this animalish scream of gibberish at both of my parents that's just complete nonsensical, like just nothing. And then I just leave. And so my dad gets up behind me, he starts following me down the hallway to the living room. And in that course of time, which is maybe 25 yards tops, around like full trip,
Yeah.
I've taken my pants off.
Nice.
So I'm
Pantless Joe.
and I have them in my
So many types of Joe.
So many Joes.
So I'm standing in the living room, jeans and belt buckle and all in hand, and my dad looks at me and he goes, Joe, what's the fucking problem? And I look at him and I just scream and I take my pants, I raise them over my head, I slam them in the ground and go, there's your fucking problem.
Oh my God.
And he's he just didn't get it. But apparently, like over time, I've connected the dots. I took my phone out of my pants, put them in the drawer, and so that's kind of like what. But it's just such a reach.
What happened with the ex? Where'd she end up?
That was shortly before things just fucking went to hell.
No, like what happened that night?
Oh, fucking! She went home, and I continued to just fucking rage.
Gotcha.
So, net loss.
Damn. We all had some pretty crazy stories, huh?
Guess.
Your crazy
I
stories
guess.
always involve like a crazy ex.
Wow. There's a constant.
What's the time, Mason?
Oh, it's 1:20. We can be done whenever we want.
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So we kind of
just a little more. Just a little more.
we kind of went
Just a
off
little
right
more.
there.
Yeah, well, just on a quick note, the thought audit I was telling you about earlier is all the girls who are like, send blah, 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 like $5 a month to my Patreon and you get to see my premium Snapchats or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So all those
Gotta
girls
love Patreon.
never realized they had to pay taxes
I thought
because it's income. And
I've heard like different things about that though.
And so they're trying to say that it's donations because there's technically no limit on donations, but they're taking the money in from people for a service, I guess, and then spending it to like keep themselves afloat. So it's income, and you pay taxes just like everybody else in the United States.
Yeah.
And so now people are reporting them to the IRS, and one of the girls made $250,000 a year.
Whoa.
And she hadn't paid taxes yet.
Jeez.
So what did the IRS do?
So they're auditing her,
Damn.
which is hilarious because I'd never pay money for that shit.
Yeah. No.
No, it's fucking pointless.
There's.
And apparently they're not even like naked either. So
What's the point?
exactly, what's the fucking point? All right,
All
well,
right, guys.
Anyways, we got to take care of a dog. It's going crazy
yeah,
right now.
he's restless.
I like how Mason just decided to negate all pronouns and just go with the it.
Works.
This dog, it doesn't deserve a
Proper pronouns.
So-
after the balls were cut off, it doesn't really matter anyways.
Yeah. So all right, guys.
All right, guys. See you next week.
Anyways, later.
Yeah, if you haven't already, go ahead and just give us a follow, drop us a like, subscribe, leave a review, and we'll see y'all next week.
Leave a review so we can see
Get
what we
popping,
can,
man.
So we can do
Get
better.
popping.
What
Yeah.
y'all want.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right, man. Later.
See ya.
See ya.